The drama surrounding Shador Sanders has now taken a sharp and unexpected twist, dragging in one of the most polarizing voices in football media, Rex Ryan. Known for his bluntness and bombastic takes, Ryan went straight at Sanders in a recent interview, and his remarks immediately set off a firestorm. According to Ryan, Sanders hasn't been working hard enough to put himself into the conversation as a starting quarterback in Cleveland. It wasn't delivered as constructive criticism or friendly advice. It came out sharp, almost menacing in tone. And that tone alone was enough to ignite controversy. But it wasn't just Shedeur who took offense. His mother stepped in and went on the offensive with a powerful, emotional response that made waves across social media. In a post aimed squarely at Rex Ryan's remarks, she described them as impotent, cancerous, envious energy, calling his words evil and insisting they had no place in sports. She said this kind of energy goes way back, that you can almost cut it with a knife embedded in blood and bone, and that it seeps through rotting wounds. For her, Rex Ryan's comments weren't just criticism of her son. They were an attack that cut deeper, a reflection of something ugly that's long been festering in the sports world. She finished by saying, "There's no room for this kind of hostility in football," pleading for enough to finally be enough. That fiery response lit up the debate even further, leaving fans, analysts, and insiders asking the question, did Rex Ryan cross the line? Or was he just saying out loud what others might be thinking quietly? The timing of Ryan's attack only made things worse. Sanders has been grinding with the Browns scout team, putting in hours of work, earning respect behind the scenes, and waiting for his shot. Yet Ryan painted a picture of a player not working hard enough to deserve a frontline role, without offering a shred of evidence to back it up. For fans, it felt like baseless character assassination, designed not to analyze but to provoke. What's even stranger is that Rex Ryan's remarks seemed to come from nowhere. Neither team insiders, nor reporters, nor coaches had ever hinted at Sanders having a work ethic problem. Some now believe Ryan may have gotten the idea from a vague conversation with someone inside the Browns facility. Others think it's more likely he was simply stirring the pot, trying to create a story where there wasn't one. But whatever the motive, the backlash has been swift and severe. Fans are furious. How could a media figure with Ryan's platform target a young quarterback who hasn't even been given a chance in the NFL yet, while letting veterans with obvious struggles off the hook? Why attack Sanders while Joe Flacco continues to stumble week after week with costly turnovers, ugly interceptions, and a visible lack of mobility? The hypocrisy is hard to ignore. Instead of holding aging quarterbacks accountable, Ryan decided to punch down at a rookie who's yet to take a single meaningful snap. For many, it was the definition of unfair. This isn't the first time Sanders has been under the media microscope. From the moment he declared that he believed he was better than several NFL starters, including indirectly Joe Flacco, critics have been circling. His confidence is seen by some as arrogance, his boldness as disrespect. But to others, it's exactly what makes him special. A young player unafraid to speak his truth and unwilling to shrink from the spotlight. He's admitted he hates being stuck on the scout team, but he also says he understands it's part of the process. He acknowledges it's uncomfortable, but insists he'll make the best of it until his real chance arrives. His words reveal not just confidence, but resilience. The determination to stay focused on the bigger mission while the world throws distractions his way. Critics who try to paint him as lazy or uncommitted miss the reality. Sanders trains relentlessly, even in the off-season when there's no obligation to do so. Whether at home or traveling, he keeps his regimen intact, conditioning his body and sharpening his mind. His entire focus is on being ready the second the Browns call his name. That's not the profile of someone slacking off, it's the profile of someone preparing for greatness. When asked how he handles the pressure of all these criticisms, Sanders didn't flinch. He said he thrives under pressure, that he's comfortable in situations where others might break. To him, pressure is normal, just another part of life, and he embraces it. That mindset only reinforces his supporters' belief that he's ready to step into the chaos of the NFL spotlight and handle it better than many expect. And he's not without his allies in the media. While Rex Ryan tried to tear him down, Stephen A. Smith came out swinging in Sanders' defense. In classic Stephen A. fashion, he dismissed the noise and declared that Sanders is absolutely ready to take the next leap. "This kid is great," Smith said bluntly, pointing to Sanders' track record in college, over 7,000 passing yards, a 72% completion rate, and the kind of poise and confidence you can't teach. For Smith, the debate is over. The Browns need to stop stalling and hand Sanders the reins, because he has all the tools to thrive at the next level. The contrast between Ryan and Smith couldn't be clearer. On one side, a former coach turned media figure launching an unsubstantiated and hostile attack. On the other, a respected commentator looking at the numbers, the body of work, and the potential, and giving Sanders the credit he deserves. The division reflects the larger debate raging among fans and analysts, between those who want to tear down a confident young man before he's had a chance to prove himself, and those who believe his confidence is the very thing that makes him destined for success. In the end, Ryan's words may have backfired. Instead of discrediting Sanders, they've only rallied more people to his side. Fans have grown louder in their support. Analysts like Stephen A. have doubled down on their belief in him, and Sanders' own response, calm, composed, rooted in faith and resilience, has only made him look stronger. By attacking him, Rex Ryan may have unintentionally given Sanders exactly what he needs: more motivation, more support, and more attention on why he deserves his shot. The Browns' quarterback drama is already a circus, with Joe Flacco faltering, Dylan Gabriel thrown into the fire, and Sanders waiting for his turn. Rex Ryan's comments have only poured gasoline on the flames, making the demand for Sanders to start even louder. Now, Stefanski and the Browns organization are in the spotlight. They can't ignore the uproar forever. Sooner or later, they'll have to make a decision. And if they keep waiting, they risk losing Sanders to a team that sees in him what his fans and supporters already do: a future star ready to prove the doubters wrong. So what do you think? Did Rex Ryan cross the line with his harsh remarks about Shador Sanders, or was he just speaking uncomfortable truths? Should a young quarterback still waiting for his NFL debut be the target of such criticism, while veterans get a pass? And do you agree with Stephen A. Smith that it's time for the Browns to stop stalling and finally give Sanders his chance? Drop your thoughts in the comments.